Hey everybody, nice to see you again. Welcome back to another episode of Cover My Meals.
Dude, seriously, I told you not to say that. But anyways, last episode we talked about knife sharpening and ways to go about that. This episode we're going to dive into what all these different knives do and the purpose of them and safe handling in the meantime. Okay guys, in front of me I have an assortment of knives. You might find some of these in your kitchen, some of them you might not. You don't need all these. We're going to break down each individual knife and explain to you what the role they play in your kitchen would be.
So just to quickly gloss over what each of these knives do in your home kitchen. This is a paring knife. You're going to be using this for very petite cuts. You can use it for peeling potatoes or just handling small things like cherry tomatoes, whatever you're comfortable with. Stepping up just a little bit, this is a utility blade. This is once again going to be using for smaller cuts, but since it does have a little more heft to it, you can chop vegetables with it. I don't recommend anything very, very big, but it can be done. This style of blade is called a Nakiri. It is very thin and very sharp. Its best use is for slicing vegetables or anything for that matter. And it can be used for chopping, but it's not recommended. If you have the option, if you're going to start chopping a lot of vegetables, you're going to want to step up to this. This is a Santoku blade. It is a little bulkier and can handle the stress of chopping hard vegetables like carrots. Now this one right here, this is your bread and butter. This is an 8-inch chef knife. It can be used for anything around the kitchen. It can take some abuse, and as long as you take care of it, this knife is going to last you forever. And then we step up to this behemoth right here. This is a meat cleaver. Its primary job is for breaking down large cuts of meat, whole chickens. It's got the ability to cut through bone, and it can really just handle years and years of abuse. However, if you're like our manager, Luke Howell, you can also use this to slice cherry tomatoes, or anything for that matter. So, all in all, the main knife that you're going to want in your home kitchen is a chef knife. If you have all of these, that's fantastic. But if you don't, just take care of your chef knife, get something that is a little more on the pricier end. You don't have to break the bank, but splurge a little bit and get a nice chef knife.
So everybody has that inner master chef. It's just being able to find it. When you're afraid of the knife, a lot of people hold it like this and you have no control over it whatsoever. My recommendation is choke up on them a little bit, thumb and finger, and then you have full control over the knife, whether you're rocking, chopping, whatever it is. Now, when handling the knife, this may feel uncomfortable for a lot of people, but envision something sitting right here, a vegetable or what have it. You're going to use the claw method. If in the unfortunate event you were to cut yourself, it's a lot better to skin your knuckle than it is to take off a finger. And so you're just going to go something like that or this, and then you just guide it back and you'll never get cut.
So if you're new to cooking at home, the main goal here is safety. The safest way to chop an onion like this is going to be to keep your blade tipped down just like this and rock the knife back and forth. When you're first starting out, you never want to be lifting the blade up and chopping down like that until you really have a good feel for your knife and you're very comfortable with it. So I'm going to show you, once again, I'm going to use this claw method here. And you're going to put the tip of your knife blade down and you're going to slowly just rock it and work your way down. And as time goes on and you do start to get more comfortable with it, you can start working your way into the chopping method. And you're going to want to rest the blade against the tip of your knuckle and never take it up too far. Because in that case, you're going to end up coming down and slicing it. So you're just going to work your blade along your knuckles just like that and keep chopping. hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know it wasn't the most entertaining, but it did contain some useful knowledge, and I hope you learned something.
Tune in next time. Keep showing some love, everybody.